Hi everyone, I'm JD. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to do a flip through of what I've done for the first week of April in my gratitude daily journal. So this is the April challenge to write one thing you're grateful for each day, and yeah, I'm really loving it. This is my journal from Gina from the Firefly Studio 67, my thankful journal I call it. And it's been on my shelf for about a year, and I just love that I'm now finally using it. It's already such a beautiful journal, but when I write in it, it becomes even more beautiful and even more wonderful to me. And so I just wrote some details at the front here, and then I'll go through, the first 7 days of the things I've been grateful for. Day one, books. So I've been getting back into reading, which I'm so loving. I went into my little library in my house, which is just a lounge area, and looked at all my books on the shelves, and I was just picking out a book and reading the first sentence, picking out another book, reading the first sentence, doing that, and each time I was like, oh, I want to read you, and I want to read you, and I want to read you, and I just got overwhelmed and felt like crying because I wanted to read all of the books at the same time. And I was just so moved because as soon as I read those first sentences, it was like coming home, and I was in the book, I was the character, I was in their world straight away, and I love that about books. And it felt like my friends, I'm coming back to friends, all my friends are on the shelves, and it was just a magical moment, and I wanted to capture that for this day. If books can move me to tears that much, it just shows how much I'm thankful for them. And I love books, and I'm so excited to be reading books again. So I've read Redeeming Love, and the book I'm reading at the moment is Eat, Pray, Love. So day two, I was thankful for a phone call with my mum. So usually every week I have a phone call or a phone conversation with my sister and my mum, so at different times during the week, and so they're each an hour long, these conversations, and they're just so fun. I love them so much. I look forward to them, and we just talk about all the things that I love, like deep conversations, right? Just get right in there. So we talk about philosophy and psychology and culture and the things we're learning and insights, and I just love those types of conversations. And if you are up for one of those conversations, let me know. So love languages, you guys know about love languages. My second love language is gifts. No, sorry, my first love language is gifts. My second love language is quality time. So this deep conversations for me is quality time. I have some deep conversations with some of you guys, either through Facebook or email, and I just love those two. I live for these kinds of conversations. And then on day three, I was thankful for chatting with God and hearing from God. And there was a specific instance that I am in particular talking about in this passage or this page spread. So when I am full of thoughts or feelings, or I'm stressed or anything, writing really helps. And writing is one of the ways that I best communicate with God and hear from Him. So this one time I was just writing out my thoughts and talking to Him and getting out all my questions. And then at the end I always like to just ask, okay, well, I got everything out now. What do you have to say to me, God? And I just wait just to hear Him speak to me, whatever He has to say to me. And sometimes, it takes a long time before I hear Him speak. But this time He pretty much spoke straight away. And He just said, I am His beloved. And it was amazing. So here I was all full of stuff, and then as soon as He said that, it was replaced with His rest and His peace, and I could just, receive His love. And my word for this year is love. Coming from my background of thinking I was unlovable and all that kind of thing, learning to be loved and learning about His love and receiving love is something I need to do. So that's what this year is all about. And what I learned from this about love was that it's enough. It gives me peace, and my God, He is enough. His love is enough. It's more than enough, and it fills you to overflowing. So that's all we need. And I love this idea. I got this insight from Redeeming Love, that book, that God, no matter what we've done, or no matter who we are, and how much we may have insecurities or anything like that, He will always extend His hand, and He says, will you walk with me? Will you do relationship with me? Will you, He asks, actually in the language of marriage, you know, and that covenant betrothal, will you do life together, basically. And that's what a marriage is, isn't it? You kind of doing life together, and that question, will you? And in the book, there's a character who is asked this question, and she says, I do. And I thought, yes, that is so cool. So every time, no matter what, every stage of the journey, he will always be asking, will you? Will you? Will you come with me? Will you do life with me? Will you walk with me? Will you be in relationship with me? And always, 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 I just say, I do. And yeah, we will do life together forever. And, you know, this idea that he just loves me as I am, you know, with all my little swirling thoughts and all this kind of stuff. He just loves me and continually extends his hand. So I hope that was encouraging. Day 4, I just wrote about how I was thankful for my little baby Keanu. Well, he's a full-grown cat now, but yeah, I just adore him so much. And so I decorated this page a bit with some washi and some stickers and a little picture of him when he was a kitten. So cute. There's not a day that I'm not thankful for him. Day 5, I think you already saw this in one of the previous videos, where I'm just so thankful for my patrons. Oh, big shout out to my 2 newest ones. I've got to add your names here, or maybe I can do another day for that. To Barb and to Lisa, thank you so much. I'm so excited to have you join us over there, and oh, your support means the absolute world to me. And yeah, I think I mentioned this on Patreon, but I hope it reflects in my videos, because now that I can dedicate more time to Willow Bound Journals, I can, you know, film longer videos. I can do those process videos now and share embellishments and ephemera, because I can edit now. Oh my goodness, being able to edit is just the best thing. And I can do voiceovers now, which is so helpful to be able to do these videos. So yeah, it just takes a bit more time and effort, but I can put that in now because I have the extra time, all because of you. You guys are the reason, so thank you so much. Oh my goodness, yeah, I am just amazed and humbled that you are even patrons. It's like crazy. I was telling people, like, I feel inadequate, like, I don't know, I feel like I don't want to let you down, I don't want to fail you guys, and yeah, anyway, thank you so much. I hope you just love being patrons and feel ownership over every video and creation that comes out, that you've had a part in it. So day 6, I was thankful for the book Eat, Pray, Love, because as I was reading it again, this is the 3rd time I've been reading it, but every single time that I've read it in the past, it has helped me through something. The first time I read it, it helped me through a quarter-life crisis. The second time I read it, it helped me through depression and anxiety. And now the 3rd time I'm reading it, it's actually quite interesting because I'm not exactly connecting with her experiences in the present. I know I definitely connected in the past when I was going through these different things, but I'm in a good place now. I don't have depression or anxiety anymore. I'm not going through a quarter-life crisis anymore. So it's like I'm reading someone else's story now. Whereas before, when I read her story, I was reading me. It was like, this is me. This book is me. And so now, for the first time I'm reading this book, it's like I'm reading about someone else. But what it's giving me still, this 3rd time round, it's still giving me something. It's giving me such an inspiration and such a passion to write. And I am now blogging again. So actually, I wrote a whole blog post on this, on what the insight I learned from that book and this whole conversation with God. And then I've also been writing blog posts on what I've been learning from Eat, Pray, Love, or how it's helped me in the past. So I'll link that blog below if you want. I'm not sure if anyone will be interested, but yeah, I'll link that below if you would like to read some posts from me. I try to post every day or 2, but you know, it's just whenever I can get to it and whenever I need it. So it's just there for me when I want to write, basically. And I'm loving it. I'm loving writing. It's just so good. I'm loving reading and writing. And yeah, anyway, but Eat, Pray, Love, it also helped me through the way it let me know that I wasn't alone, that someone else had experienced what I was experiencing, and it gave me a way through it, a way to heal, especially with the depression and anxiety. It was, as soon as I picked up that book, that was the start of my healing process for my journey. And yeah, it's just, I'm so thankful for it. God spoke to me through this book in so many ways, but yeah, if you want to know more, just check out that blog. Okay, and day 7, I wrote that I was thankful for ballet. and a dream come true, and point shoes. So what I'm really specifically thankful at this time for is that I've done my first classes in my point shoes. I've done 4 classes so far. Oh my gosh, it's the best thing. It's like magic. And if you follow my channel for a while, you know my story, how it was always a childhood dream to be a ballerina. And then when I was 26, I still hadn't done a single ballet class, and finally I just went out of my comfort zone and enrolled in a class as an adult beginner because that passion was still burning, that fire to do ballet was still burning. I thought the ship had sailed though. I thought, well, there goes that dream. I'm never going to do ballet. I'm never ever going to perform. I'm never going to wear point shoes. But, oh my gosh, years later, now I have actually performed. I've worn a tutu and a tiara on stage and done a dance, a classical ballet dance, and I have got my point shoes and I'm, you know, on point now. It's just, oh my gosh, it's so crazy. I can't believe it. It's such a dream come true. And yeah, I always hope this story encourages you. If you ever had like a childhood dream that's still there, it's not too late. There's some way to get back into it. Like, when I first started ballet, I was just doing classes. I never thought it would lead to actually performing, wearing a tutu or getting point shoes. I thought that dream's gone, but at least I can still do a class, you know? And that was enough for me. But it just opened up this whole other world, which was awesome. But it would have been enough just to do a class. And even if I just got YouTube videos and followed along with them, it would still be a way for me to do something with my dream, with my passion. So that's why I say, like, if you've still got that passion, it's there for a reason. Listen to it and see what you can do with it. It might not look like what you originally thought. You know, I'm not a professional ballerina. I'm not at a ballet company. That part, it can't come true. But all this other stuff, there's other ways to incorporate ballet into my life. And I don't know, if there's that passion there, I think it's there for a reason. It's telling you something. Do something with it. And then you never know where it will lead. Anyway, hope that's encouraging too. And that is my 7 days of gratitude so far. How are you guys going with the gratitude journal? Some of you are posting your photos of your pages in the Willowbound Journals Facebook group. So I'll link that below too if you want to join it or share your photos in that group or just see what everyone else is doing. I'm loving it. I'm really most of all just loving using this journal. This is so fun. Use your journals, guys. Journals are made to be used. They're beautiful on their own, but when you use them, they become something even more special. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!